Trying not to compare yourself to others can be super hard with so many people around you seeming to be thriving and doing so much better than you. It all makes you feel like you are being left behind. So in this video, I will share my exact strategy to stop comparing yourself to others and instead work on yourself to become better. And in the last few months, I used that same strategy to go from an introverted teen who always lived inside of my head to creating my own business and moving out of my parents' house. So if I had to start over today and right now, this is what I would do. If you are new here, this is Youthwise Insights, a channel dedicated to giving you no bullshit advice to self-improvement amidst all the lies we have been fed in the past with as much honesty as possible. The reason this strategy will work for you is because it helped me to move from being jaloux to actually appreciating others and recognizing how much efforts people put in to live the life that they live and the successes they have. So there are 3 main steps to stop comparison. The first one is acceptance. It's really messed up to think that all those things that you want in life are everything you ever dreamed of. Someone else was born into having all of it. Straight from birth to living your dream or everything you hope to work hard to get. You had no say in it, and neither did they. Because you don't get to choose what kind of life you are born into, the family, looks, or even our health at birth. Now don't get me wrong, comparison can be a good thing to help us understand the world around us and know where we want to be. But the reason you feel like you are being left behind and everyone around you seems like they are doing so much better than you is because you want to be like other people. It's not about what you are doing wrong or what you are supposed to be doing. It's about your motive behind something. Are you doing it to become like that person? Or are you doing something to improve yourself and become a better person? One of the biggest mistakes that young people out there make repeatedly and keep falling in their old ways is because they compare themselves to others. Something good happens to someone and you ask yourself why it's not you instead. You are so focused on other people's lives that you cannot even recognize the good in your own life. Now listen, and listen carefully for the next few seconds of this video. You can forget anything I said, but do not forget this second step, because it might be the difference between where you are right now and where you want to be. Your life is just fine, as long as you do not compare it to others, depending on where we were born and raised, the different cultures and norms we grew up with. Our lives are different and we all have different purposes to fulfill. And at certain times of our lives, we become successful at tasks or fail at others. The reason I just told you this is not to stop you from getting what you want and strive to get it, but to try and focus on your own path and give it your best. Because if you do not work on what you believe in, then who will? All the people that have been successful in their different fields, be it sports, businesses, and education, have all had laser beam focus and invest huge amounts of effort in what they believe in and have made it at the end of it all. So the reason a person who compares is always looking in the wrong direction is because they want the fruits, but they are not willing to put in the hard work to farm. You are a hard-working individual and have the capability to improve, but you have to be willing to work as hard or even harder as the person you are looking up to. The crazy thing is, the people we look up to and constantly compare ourselves to are super hardworking and deserve to be where they are right now. And of course, there are people who cheat their way into success, which brings me to the third and final step. Others are born rich and already into wealth. But that doesn't take away the fact that you have to be willing to put in the hard work. My friend, if you are not willing to work as hard as a successful person works, then you are just living in a fantasy that you will get where you want to be. Just like that. Envying someone won't bring you success, but working will. If it was easy, then everyone would do it. Now you are probably thinking, is that it? You mean I don't put in the work? You mean I just work and everything will fall in place? Do you know how hard I have worked in the past? The secret is, you work and grade yourself on your own scale and reward your own efforts as you keep improving. If I was like most content creators, I would make this video super entertaining and tell you everything you want to hear, but that didn't get you anywhere in the past. Maybe this will. And I know this is not the usual video you watch and leave motivated. I want you to work on your goals and become disciplined. not become motivated.